Hello and welcome to Green Bull Research. Today we have another exposed investment teaser for you. This one regarding a special report by angel investor and technology insider Jeff Brown, entitled How to Make a Fortune from Tesla's Secret Supplier. In this video, we'll review Brown's lengthy teaser video to determine just who the heck is this secret supplier and expose the stock he's referring to. That's right, a quick summary of his full-length video sales pitch and a free reveal of the company and ticker symbol that he is teasing you with. Let's get to it. There are actually a couple of different teaser presentations floating around the internet, both teasing the same company and the same report, how to invest in Tesla's secret supplier. In last year's teaser, Brown is interviewed by his colleague Chris Hurt, but the talking points and even the graphics are identical, so we know it's still the same stock. With this newer version, it's reframed to put Elon Musk's and Tesla's names first. And he lets us know that this S.A.V. project could put an extra $30,000 in your pocket every year. But outside of that, he wants to tell us about a little-known company that's supplying Tesla with a key piece of technology that's making this new S.A.V. project possible. But before he gets to that, first there's a little bit of hype to deal with. First, this is all part of a $30 trillion trend that is set to dominate this decade. He calls it a megatrend, indicating it's a merger of two major trends. So okay, we get the idea, it's a lot of hype, it's a lot of big numbers. But of course, being a teaser, he's going to hype it up a lot more, so we'll skip through some of these pages here. And he lets us know that related companies have also had major boosts in their stock prices, but the opportunity he's talking about is even greater than these. But that if we act quickly, we can still get in on the best opportunity. So then Jeff Brown introduces himself. As a former executive at Qualcomm and NXP Semiconductors, he has both the contacts and expertise in this technology sector to maybe give him a few insights that we may not have heard of. And he goes on to brag about some of the investment advice that he gave previously, like recommending Bitcoin at $240 and recommending Nvidia before a 2,000% surge, and many other successful tech picks. But he says all of these are nothing compared to the S.A.V. project that is coming. And he says the media is starting to catch on as well. So he gives a bit more of a hint here. He says this $3 trillion megatrend is three letters, ESG, which stands for environmental, social, and governance. And that clean technology is a big part of that. But he's not talking about solar or wind power. S.A.V. has nothing to do with that. Instead, he's focusing on the marriage between two exciting technologies. And he says, for example, mobile phones were an exciting technology, and so was the internet. But when you combined those two things, we got smartphones. And you could have made a fortune in the smartphone megatrend if you'd gotten in early. But if you missed that opportunity, don't worry, because there's another tech marriage happening right now. This S.A.V. project will play a key role. He's talking about the marriage between two exciting technologies. The first one is electric vehicles. We're on the cusp of mass adoption of electric cars. That battery costs are continuing to fall, and the price of electric vehicles has reached a tipping point, meaning that electric cars will become much more affordable than regular cars. And he says Tesla is a perfect example. The Tesla Model 3 and the gas-powered BMW 3 Series both sell for about the same price. If you factor in the cost of maintenance, then Tesla is already more affordable. That's because an electric vehicle never needs oil changes, new spark plugs, and electricity is cheaper per mile than gasoline. And this is why Tesla shares have exploded in the past year. But he says most people think of Tesla as a car company, but they're not. Even though they sell cars, he insists that they are not a car company, and this has to do with their new project S.A.V. And he lets us know that we're still in the early stages, that the adoption of electric vehicles is about to balloon. He says the first electric vehicles were only used by innovators, and then by early adopters, but now we're on the cusp of mass adoption. The New York Times says the age of electric cars is dawning ahead of schedule, and that we're rapidly approaching the tipping point when it'll be as cheap and maybe cheaper to own a plug-in vehicle than one that burns fossil fuels. Industry experts expected 2025 would be the turning point, but technology is advancing faster than expected and could be poised for a quantum leap. In other words, the shift is not going to wait until 2025, it's happening right now. And we're already seeing massive gains in the electric vehicle companies, not just Tesla, but even the battery companies, the lithium companies, the charging stations. All these stocks are exploding upward. He says last year in general the market went up by about 16%, but in this electric vehicle segment, they beat the market by more than 100 times. And that pretty much all the automakers are rushing to transition from gas power to electric vehicles, including Ford with their first all-electric Mustang, which is the poster child for American muscle cars. And not just Ford, but General Motors made an all-electric Hummer EV. And that soon 100% of their cars will be electric. And not just soon, but sooner than people would think. Toyota is launching their new electric car, And BMW just announced in the next 2 years they'll build 250,000 more electric cars than originally planned. All automakers are rushing towards this shift because they're afraid they'll be left behind. So electric vehicles is the first major trend. The second part of the megatrend is artificial intelligence. He's talking about the marriage between electric vehicles and artificial intelligence. And Tesla is the perfect example of this. He says Tesla isn't a car company. He says, in fact, they're an artificial intelligence company, and that their new S.A.V. project proves it. And he says to compare them to a car maker, car makers build the car first. But Tesla does the opposite. They designed their software first, and then built a car around it. This allows the company to upgrade the car's software several times throughout the year, just the same as if your iPhone had an update. So anytime Tesla has a software update for its fleet of cars, it simply pushes it out to all vehicles all at once. And recently, Tesla pushed out a new update for its self-driving software, and it's the game changer. This is the new project, S.A.V, Shared Autonomous Vehicle. And he takes us for a test drive in a Tesla and shows us how the self-driving feature works. But he says when you reach your destination, your car usually sits idle 95% of the time. But imagine this. With your self-driving vehicle, once you arrive at your destination, you just instruct it to join the fleet. And then while you're at home or at work, your Tesla is out driving itself, giving rides, earning money, and returns back to your office at the end of your workday. This means your car becomes an asset, literally generating income for you every day. And that once your car is part of the robo-taxi network, it could generate about $30,000 in profit a year. Most vehicles, as soon as you drive them off the car lot, start depreciating right away and can lose that amount in just a couple of years. But owning your own robo-taxi can put thousands of dollars in your pocket every year. The Washington Post says this could be the holy grail of transportation, as robo-taxis make their owners money even when they would normally be parked in a garage. And on top of that, their operating costs are much lower than gas combustion vehicles, 92% cheaper by some estimates. But it's too late to get in on Tesla now. They're already trading at over $700. But now he gets back to their secret supplier. And he lets us know that it has to do with a camera mounted behind the windshield, and that the camera provides visibility in front of the car and captures front images up to 250 meters away, and that these cameras use an image sensor, and the manufacturer of these image sensors is the secret supplier. And he'll tell us who this secret supplier is in a free report. But of course, in order to get this free report, we'll have to subscribe to his newsletter, which normally costs $199. But today we can get access for just $49. Okay, well, we've heard enough. And you know, here at Green Bull Research, we want you to save your $49, and we'll reveal this secret supplier right now for free. So here's the image sensor that the secret supplier is supplying to Tesla. And he's promoted this exact same image sensor in 2 different teasers, first in September of 2020 and now again in April of 2021. And that according to Jeff Brown, all the big players are going all in on this new megatrend. That this megatrend is a marriage between 2 exciting technologies. The first is electric vehicles, and the other is artificial intelligence, and Tesla is a great example of this. And he'll let us know who the supplier is if we subscribe to his $49 newsletter. But he did give us a few clues, and that it's a much better opportunity than investing in Tesla directly. So what we know about Jeff Brown and his previous teaser is that he actually has some somewhat accurate predictions over the years. He really did suggest to buyers to hold on to their Tesla stock even during their darkest times. He was an early investor in cryptocurrencies and 5G companies. So he has shown that he knows what he's talking about when it comes to emerging tech stocks. So we're interested to learn about his latest pick. He refers to a company that makes camera sensors for Tesla, and the company behind this tech is trading for a price that is 95% cheaper than Tesla stock. But there's a real sense of urgency before their name is tweeted publicly. Another detail is that this company makes more than 10,000 other car products, mainly semiconductors, which is exactly within Brown's circle of competence as a former semiconductor executive, and that the company is also supplying General Motors. So are you ready for the reveal? We're going to tell you who the secret supplier is now. We believe the secret supplier is ON Semiconductor, NASDAQ symbol ON. And here's how the clues line up. ON Semiconductor stock is selling for around $40, which is 93% lower than Tesla's current stock price. ON produces a wide array of semiconductor products that are used in the automotive, communications, consumer electronics, and industrial production. ON does indeed make image sensors, and Tesla has been known to use these in their Model 3. We couldn't confirm if ON is indeed a GM supplier, but we do know that they produce end-market products for automated driving, including sensors. Okay, so we've identified the stock, but is it really a 20 times opportunity? If we take a look at the ON stock trajectory, it's been gaining steadily since 2009. We might expect that with the growth of the electric vehicle market, that ON will probably stay on a similar trajectory for years to come. However, that's not a surprise, and so most of this growth has probably already been priced into its current stock price, which is currently valued at more than 73 times its earnings. So as a quick recap, Jeff Brown uses two similar media releases to pitch on an image sensor S.A.V. company that is allegedly Tesla's secret supplier. He talks about a new market that could be bigger than 5G and AI combined, and that this new market is a fusion between artificial intelligence and electric vehicles. According to Brown, Tesla is revolutionizing the way self-driven cars work with one of the latest OS updates that connects all vehicles into a robo-taxi network, allowing individual owners to earn passive income from their vehicle when it would otherwise be sitting parked. The investment opportunity isn't in Tesla, but instead a smaller company that makes an image sensor used in the cameras installed in the self-driving cars. Jeff Brown will reveal the name of the company in a special report titled How to Make a Fortune from Tesla's Secret Supplier, which you can get for free by subscribing to his Near Future Report investment newsletter for $49 for the first year. But you can save your $49 because here at Green Bull Research, we were able to uncover the company in question for free as ON Semiconductor, NASDAQ symbol ON. We hope this exposed investment provides some value to you and helps you out. Please let us know what you think of this opportunity in the comments below. Are you going to sign up for Jeff Brown's monthly research service, the Near Future Report? Do you believe that shared autonomous vehicles will become a source of income capable of generating $30,000 per year rather than a depreciating expense? Do you think a camera sensor will be enough to launch ON Semiconductor's stock to 20 times gains, as he suggests? Here at Green Bull Research, we expose investment teasers like this on a regular basis. And unlike most of these overhyped teasers, at Green Bull Research, the information really is free. So if you'd like to stay informed on these hot tips, just go to greenbullresearch.com/join and scroll to the bottom of the page where you can enter your email to receive our newsletter every time we expose another investment teaser. If you found this video useful, please subscribe and give it a like. Thank you very much for watching.